What's up, Virgo? This is Jesse with 44 Astro with a new moon reading for July 17th, 2023. This is a new moon in Cancer, while the sun is in Cancer on the moon's day, Monday, which is ruled by the moon. This is a very powerful moon. So if you are trying to set your intentions for something you want in this world, in this life, now would be the time to set those intentions however you do that. I'm going to do a Thoth spread with my Rider Waite. I'm going to have clarifiers with my Thoth deck. But this time, because it is a moon reading, I'm going to draw a Moonology card as kind of the basis for the reading, kind of where the intention should be set. And hopefully we get something nice, or hopefully we get something that makes sense. And we'll see where we go from there. Virgo, what is your intention for this powerful new moon in Cancer? And with the sun and the moon being in Cancer, I would suggest that there will be some kind of secrets brought to light or something hidden brought to light. And that can lead to new beginnings, which is what the new moon is all about. And it's not hard to imagine ways that could happen. All right, what do we have? Nothing will come of this situation. Ooh, void of course moon. It's about the most negative card I've had so far, but I'm not sure what that necessarily means. Sounds like some situation you may be putting effort into that may not be worth it. But we're going to see what the cards say. Virgo, what is this situation that Virgo is dealing with that they shouldn't involve themselves with? Tell me when to stop. What is this situation for Virgo? For this? Oh, there we go. Maybe an involving water sign. Could be like a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Could be something to do with your emotions. Ooh, Tower's been coming out a lot. And I shuffled the crap out of these cards between each reading. Make no mistake. Cut them a bunch. All over the place. You have some cards that I've seen for the first time for sure as well. So that's interesting. Which is good. It's all good to have a new flavor. Didn't have very many Virgo views. I'm guessing there's not a ton of Virgos that care much for at least my tarot readings. I always show the bottom. I don't really care much for the bottom. I feel like if it was supposed to be in the reading, it'd be out here somewhere. So what we got here for the current situation? So around the situation, it says that nothing will come of this situation. You've got the Queen of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Tower. So I don't know. It could have been you met. I don't really see Virgos as super party types, but it could have been like in a social situation or a party, or even like a group of friends that you met a water sign, or that you offered your emotions to someone in a certain situations and maybe got rejected, or somebody offered it to you. Somebody offered it to you because she's handing that big chalice out, which is a beautiful, loving chalice, which is, that's the best chalice in the business right there. It's the bomb chalice. And, it could have been in a social situation, like you offered it in a social situation. You may have offered to somebody that's coupled already. You may have offered to somebody that has a significant other. And maybe they did say yes, and it caused the situation. It's definitely possible, especially when it says nothing will come of this situation. So it's either telling you that, maybe you shouldn't do that. You don't want to be a home wrecker, or maybe somebody's trying to wreck your home. Maybe somebody's offering something to you and you're coupled. Yeah, maybe don't do it. Or maybe if you do it, it won't matter anyway because it won't last. It's hard to say. But it feels something like that. It's definitely something emotional. It could be with a water sign. It could be something in a social situation. Something happened at a social situation. Like a social gathering of some sort of party. With a water sign, or with someone that's an emotional type. This is the current path that you're on, which isn't bad at all. You got the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Rods, and the Five of Swords. And it could be that you know about a situation like that going on, and you maybe just don't want to involve yourself with it. Don't other people's drama, let it be. Don't participate if you can help it. Because this is, having all the cups you need, all the emotional stability that you need. It's a wish card. You know, it could be that you've wished, because this is a sexual card right here. This is very passionate energy. But this is, winning an argument, or like having the high ground or the higher perspective in a situation many times. Could just be like arguments in general. Could be that, you have a certain idea, perspective about, and a wish about a specific passion in your life, or a specific person, a passion. Maybe you really wish to get with someone, passionately. And it may not be for the best. Like, it may lead to some kind of situation like this. But mainly, the only reason I say that is because you got the Tower here. And it could be sudden. Whatever this is, it could be sudden. It's screaming like 3-party scenario. And maybe like everybody was on board. It could be that everybody was on board, but it's just not going to lead anywhere. Yeah, whatever the situation is, like, I don't think it's bad, and it could be fine. It's just not really going to lead to anything. Like, don't invest too much in it. It's saying nothing will come of this situation. Yeah. Even if it's your wish. Like, our passions can lead us to wish for things that aren't always good for us. And normally I would say this card is good all the time, right? But I have to look at what, the overall arching energy was with the cards that are around it. Which is like a passionate new beginning, like bursting through with powerful, generally sexual energy. But this is with it, which is like kind of argumentative card, or like a card of fighting, having the higher ground, you have power over those two because they defeated them. And again, there's 3 people in that, and then 3 people right here, right? So it feels like a 3-party situation, straight up. Some kind of 3-party situation. And somehow you have ideas about this relationship, whatever it is. And it could be 3 people. People can have 3-people relationships. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Could be that you're coupled and that you're interested in someone being involved with it, and maybe they're into it, but maybe the other person isn't. And maybe even if they are, it's not going to manifest in the way that you think it is. Here's the other path, which has got the Wheel of Fortune in it, so I would suggest going this path no matter what, because that's the wheels turning. It's the Wheel of Fortune, the 7 of Pentacles with the World. So this looks like just ending of cycles. Like you planted some seeds there. You're looking at what you have, what you've accomplished. And that's all you need to do. I just don't see how nothing would come from that. I'm going to have to clarify it. It's like something important is turning. That's what it is, right? It's something important that's turning, that's coming no matter what. And like whatever this situation you're wrapped up in, like with maybe even other people, it could just be a group of friends, whatever it is that you're heavily emotionally involved with. Like in your mind, it's like, this is what I'm doing with my life. I'm involved with these people in some way. We're friends, we're creators, we're in this business, or we're like even content creators, whatever it is. YouTube, Twitch, whatever. Instagram, TikTok, and it's like, this is what I want to do. This is my wish. We're going to do this together, me and my 2 partners, or whatever it is. It's like there's something coming in, and it's going to change everything. Like, it doesn't even matter that you're invested in it right now. It's not going to matter, because the wheels of fate are coming, and whatever that is what you're supposed to do. It's coming. And it could be something that something you set in motion that you don't even know that you set in motion. It's just some seeds that you planted, some people that you met, who knows? Or somebody got influence off of something that you created, maybe even you and your friends created, and then it leads you off in this whole different path. And that's kind of what it feels like. It's like something bigger and better is coming. It's like whatever it is that you're like invested in now, and it's got all your focus, doesn't matter. It's not going to be the case. It's not going to matter. Something bigger and better is coming in, and you can't stop it. This is the advice. happy home card, Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups, Queen of, Wands. So it's like, this is the queen that you're obsessed with right now, or maybe this is even you, but this is the queen you're going to be. Right? Like the advice is like, don't be so emotionally involved with things. Be changeable, because a big change is coming and it's going to be worth it. It's going to be better. And your cup overfloweth. You know what I mean? All your passions. Don't worry about your emotional ties to things. Worry about what actually is your passion, and you're going to know it. When the wheels turn, and it's like, this is what you got to do. You're going to know it, and you're going to do it, and you're going to love it. And it's going to fulfill you in all ways. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to give you everything you want. Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's just whatever it is you're doing right now is not what you're going to end up being doing forever. Or even it may be more of like who you're doing it with now. It's not who you're going to end up doing it with in the future. It feels like you may even be going lone wolf. So yeah, it may be the case, because the outcome has the 8 of Cups, which is walking away, with the Sun, which is you in the spotlight, right? Naked on the back of a horse, we're like, look at me, with the Page of Cups. So maybe even, it's like walking away from this offer of emotion over here, this emotional tie, and then walking toward this, which is you. Don't get tied down to whatever this situation is with these people, or with, it looks like a group of people. It doesn't look like one-on-one. So it looks like you could be tied up with this set of things you're creating with 2 friends or with whoever. It's definitely 2 people, but there's gonna be, this is what it is right now, but this is what it's gonna be, because everybody always wants their own way. So whatever the creative process is, you're gonna be like, I got the creative process. Y'all are done. And they're gonna be like, oh, boo-hoo. And you're gonna be like, I got the high ground. I got the ideas. It's all me. And Virgos are smart. And then it's gonna be like, instead of being this, where you were trying to bring them along and help, you're gonna be this. All right, now it's me. And then it's like, bam. And then this is, if you look at this, it's you walking away from those emotional ties, and they're going to come back and be like, please let us back on, blah, blah, blah. But it's not going to be in your best interest. And if you look, walking right toward that Sun, walking right toward that little baby on the back of that horse. So yeah, it's going to be all you. And I think that's what we're looking here. The current situation, it's not for you. It's not going to be in your best interest to stay in that current situation. You're going to realize that that you're probably the key, and that you actually may be the reason that there's any success at all. And you need to take that and you need to go make it yours, because it rightfully probably is yours, whatever that is. Oh yeah, that seems pretty clear. It seems really specific, but it seems really clear. What's this tower? Oh, right there, huh? Transformation, offer of money, Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's going to be communication about the money aspect of the situation, and there's going to be some kind of death, some kind of transformation within that, and that's what it feels like. It may be that like you're like, wow, I do all of this, and I'm only making this, when I'm doing it all pretty much. These other people are your friends and everything, but they're not really contributing anything. And I feel like that's what the communication is going to be coming through, and that's going to have to be you that does that. It's not always easy when it's people you care about, or your friends, or even your business partners. It could be family members. I don't really see lovers or the 2 of Cups here, so I don't think it's like a love partner. It could be family members. Okay, could be family members, could be business partners, could be friends you've had for a really long time. But yeah, you're gonna have to sever ties like you severed that head, and then you get the new money and the new transformation right there. What's the Wheel of Fortune? I gotta see what the Wheel of Fortune is. What's the Wheel of Fortune for Virgo? Oh, right there. Victory, truce, balance, adjustment, justice. Okay. So this was on the Wheel of Fortune. Looks like a victory of some sort. It's like in this situation, somehow you're getting noticed, and they're not going to be noticed as much. It's like whoever it is that notices, or if you just notice yourself, it's just victorious. That's what this, 6 is the Lord of Victory. You got the Lord of Truce, the 4 of Swords, and this is the Lord of Truce. That's like making a truce. So you really need to make a truce with them. Like, don't end it harshly. Like I said, sever the head. You need to separate yourself because you're the valuable one in this situation. But do it in a very balanced way, in a trustworthy way. Like, you never want to hate on anyone. Be as balanced and as good about it as you can, because and that's going to lead you to the highest victory. Keep you in the best frame of mind as well. Yeah, that's pretty obvious and pretty straightforward, I would think. Kind of curious. Curious what the eight of cups is here. The walking away. Well, I guess I'm curious about the page of cups. Not so much why you're walking away, but what you're walking away from. Interesting. I feel like they're going to offer you a bunch of money, but I think you're going to walk away from the offer. I don't think you need it. I don't think you don't need it. Success, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. And the Prince of Swords suggests an offer of money. Somebody might be trying to buy you out of your ideas. So if you created something, don't sell out. I don't think you're going to. It looks like you're walking away. Don't let anybody take your intellectual property, whatever it is, in any way. Somebody may be offering to buy it, or offer I'll give you even a better cut of money if you let me. Don't. Just you know the way forward. You do it. This is your thing. You need to. Nothing will come of the situation, which means you don't need them. You don't need them involved. In some way, it'll hinder you in the future if you don't go your own way and do things your own way. And I hate to say that for anybody, and it seems very specific. But I think that's what it's saying you should do. What is the Ace of Cups? What is this overflowing cup that's coming? What is Ace of Cups for Virgo? The Seven of Pentacles, which is a failure in this deck, with the Three of Rods, which is waiting. Well, and this is virtue, which is being virtuous in your situation. With the Knight, which is communication. The Knight of Swords, with the Seven of Pentacles, which in this deck is called the Lord of Failure. Somebody's going to communicate to you about a failure, and you're going to want to do the virtuous thing. Or they're going to try to convince you that it will fail, but it won't. Somebody may be trying to have their hand out and need your help because of a failure that they had. Or they're going to try to communicate that it is a failure in some way to try to throw you off. And then maybe that's a way to try to convince you to buy it, but don't. Whatever this is you have is extremely valuable. You need to keep it to yourself. It's yours. And if you feel like you're putting in, it's a three-party situation of some sort. And you're definitely putting the most in. So yeah, the three-way situation, whatever it is, isn't going to last. You need to go your own way, and you have everything you need, and you will succeed. All right, Virgo, that's it. Please like and subscribe and comment. I'm trying to grow the channel. I don't think I had many Virgos watch my last video. Of course, it was my first video. I hope this was helpful in some way, and if it resonated, please leave a comment. I hope to see more Virgos around. Thank you for watching.